Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to math. Today, we're going to learn about angles and their measurements. Okay, how to solve for specific angles measurement. So the objective for today is to solve for x to find the angle measure. Okay. All right. So let's get started with today's concept. All right, guys. If you ever need to pause the video to write down the notes from the board, go ahead and pause it. Resume it once you're all caught up. All right. So let's start out with the first part of the video, which is a little bit of vocab. Okay. All right. So the first word you're gonna need is supplementary angles. Okay. So two angles whose sum is 180 degrees. So two angles that come together to form a supplementary angle who equal 180 degrees. We usually see it as a line, which is a straight angle equals 180 degrees. But once you cut it in two pieces, it becomes a supplementary angle. Because now there's two pieces, two angles, that together equals 180 degrees. Okay? So, that is one of the words you're going to need. Let's get started on the other word you're going to need as well. All right, guys. So, the other word you're going to need for today's concept is called complementary angles. Okay? Two angles whom sum equals 90 degrees. Okay? So again, two angles come together, they form 90 degree, which is usually seen as an L. Okay? 90 degrees, it's like an L. Okay? 90 degrees. So when two angles come together, you still have that L, but now you have like another line in the middle. Now you have two angles. Two angles that form a complementary angle. Okay? So now that you know the difference between a supplementary and complementary angle, we can start on the example for today. All right, guys, so here's our first example. You guys remember what kind of angle is this? Is it a supplementary angle or a complementary angle? Supplementary, right? The first one. So it equals 180 degrees. So we know it equals 180 degrees. So our job for today is we're solving for a specific variable. All right. So we're gonna have our variable here. It is also given to us that this other side is 120 degrees. So remember, we want to know what this other side is. Okay? So the way we set it up is, remember, it's two angles that equals 180. So we can say 120 plus x equals 180. Remember, we're trying to solve for that x, so we have to leave it alone. So we have to get rid of the 120, right? So we get rid of the 120. So the opposite of positive, because there's nothing there, is negative, right? 120. Whatever you're to one side, you have to the other, because you balance. So minus 120. 120 minus 120 cancels out. We're just left with x equals, remember, 180 minus 120, we have a 0. 8 minus 2, which is 6, right? 1 minus 1 is 0. So x equals 60. So that means we solve for x, right? Yay! So x equals 60 degrees. And that is our answer. So this is the answer for a supplementary angle. Now we're going to do a complementary angle one. All right, guys. So remember, our second example is a complementary angle. I'm gonna cut it here. This time we're gonna solve for the bigger piece. All right. Remember, our x is a variable. We're gonna say that the little angle is 20 degrees. So remember, how many degrees does a supplementary angle have? 90, right? Good. So we can say that 20 plus x equals 90, because the whole angle equals 90 degrees. Again, remember, we're solving for x, so we have to get rid of the 20. Since it's positive, we do the opposite, which is negative. Good. So minus 20. They cancel out. You can do the same thing over here. We have x equals 90 minus 20. All right. So we have a 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 9 minus 2. So we have 9. Subtract 2. We're left with 7, right? 5, 6, 7. So x equals 70 degrees. And we solve for our complementary angle. Okay? So, are you ready for your assignment? All right, guys. So here are your assignment for today. I have 4 problems up in the board, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Your job is to solve for x on each one. You also have to tell me if it's a complementary or supplementary angle. Okay? So I'll be waiting for your answers.